What's up guys, Mollusk here, and today something a bit different. I'm going to show you Tabletop Simulator. It's a place I've been going and experimenting on how to play Malifaux or Guild Ball or games like that online. And maybe this will be interesting for you who find it difficult to get games. I'm aware Vassal exists for this kind of thing, and to be honest, it's something that I've never got on with. I've always had been lucky enough to be able to find friends or other people to play in a physical, real-world environment, and I do love using my painstakingly painted models. But this impressed me, and so I thought I'd show it to you. By stealing loads of stuff that other people have painstakingly created, and I'll give links to them and give them credit at the end of the video, I've created a little place to play Malifaux and also Guild Ball, and I'm going to show them to you now. So let's go and create, and I'll open up the single player. If you want to play with your friends or others, you just click on the multiplayer, so it's pretty much the same thing. And here we are, let's go to the Malifaux example. One I made earlier. And it loads up. And here we are, our very own gaming suite in some kind of well. As I'm doing this entirely off the top of my head, I haven't really planned out where to start, but showing you the table is probably a good place to start. Let's go zoom in to the table. So maybe you recognise the mat. It's definitely not a ripped off Mats from Mars from his website, which was actually very easy to do, and I'm very grateful for that guy to provide a nice map. Unintentionally though it may be. And so yeah, so we've got lots of terrain, houses and stuff that move around. You can lock them in place so that when I like throw my fountain at it, it won't get knocked around. And now I've got to try to write that fountain. Ah, fuck it, I'll do that later. Yeah, so as you can see, lots of terrain, very customizable. Where do you get this terrain from? Well, I've got these little bags. I can go into them, and using the search, we can see all the different types of terrain that we just pull out. There's a little minecart. Ah, fuck it. You can see I'm a fucking expert at this already. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. Look at these little rules boards I've made. How cool is that? So no more having to quarrel and fight and arm wrestle over the interpretation of the rules. You've got, I don't know, put up the major ones here. I thought doing more than 4 boards would overdo it, but I guess everyone's got access to the PDF rule book if they're playing on the computer. So let's go have a look at the crews now. It's not like I've been planning this or anything, but yeah, so I've got my Molly crew. You see, you've got a little model Molly. Isn't that sweet? We go in any further and zoom in on her. There she is. That's not so bad, I don't think. Can even change the base colours to faction specificness. And I've got her rule card. Now, it took me a little while to work out how to do these, but it's really not that complicated. And as you can see, since I have all the books and I photographed all the cards from those books, I can use the files, just print cards as I like for all my models. Yeah, so we're in the middle of building our crew. We haven't quite finished it yet. A couple more models to go, and this thing keeps popping up. These fools keep commenting and stuff, and I think you can just click on this and it will get rid of the rest of the world chatting in your ear. There is the chat function where you can like type in stuff for your friends to see, or you can just hold down C and chat to them directly with your voice machine, phone, mouth thing. Yeah, anyway, so I was talking about making some more models for my crew. So we've got, you know, Molly, Necrotic, Rafki, and a couple of Kentauri. I reckon another Kentauri is probably what's called for in this list. So we're going to copy this Kentauri and paste him, chuck him off the edge of the world. Bye. Oh, look, he appears over here. And let's pick him up. and move him. And so obviously we need one more model to round this crew off. Who are we going to do? Let's see what's under card number, what, 7? Of course it's Gracie. So let's go into these little multicolored bags, as you can see here. They each represent a faction, and inside, she's Gremlin, isn't she? So go into Gremlins, search inside Gremlins. Where's Gracie? There's Gracie. Let's put her out. There she is. And off we come. She can be over here. Yeah, so I think we're just about ready for a game, aren't we? So as you can see, my opponent, Jacob Lynch, and his honeypot crew have helpfully deployed first. And so let's just deploy the rest of my stuff. Where's Molly going to go? She can just go to here. Have a look at the... Make sure I'm pressing it on the line. There we go. Let's have a Centauri near here. And we'll have another one over here. Over here. This little dude can piss around over here. Then we want some... a Rafkin. And Gracie. Did you know Gracie can ride a Centauri? That is amazing, and I wanted pretty much just set this up to show you that she's height 2. And so let us go and to the cards and get this game underway. By the way, these little things in here I'm using as my soul stones. Right, yeah, I'm a pro at this. But yeah, as you can see, spend the soul stone, chuck it away somewhere. Let's deal some cards. So we'll each need a hand. And I'm going to deal to green, which will be Molly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll deal some cards over to good old Jacob. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice this area, I can't see in it. Oh, well, this one. So if I set to my team color, I'm going to be green, obviously, because Molly's the way to go. I can see my cards and actually appear up here along the bottom of my screen. I can't see Jacob Lynch's cards. Everything's good. No cheating except within the rules, please. Okay, so let's do initiative. Let's just draw a card off the deck. Whoop. Flip it over. I've got a 5. And my opponent has got a 6. So I guess I'll be making the first move then. Let's go with my little necrotic machine. There he is. He's going to go. He's going to ditch this card. So here's my card. Ditching it for the extra crow. And then he'll attack Rafkin. Successfully. Rafkin will relent. Then we'll resolve the flip. Whatever. And so that's how things work. Now let's say my Centauri wanted to move. Select him, hold tab, and then we've got a little measuring stick. It shows him how far he's going to walk. So he's going to walk up 12 inches. And Gracie's going to come along for a ride. Magic. Magic. You're getting the idea, I hope. So yeah, so if things are activated, you can flip things over or put a little pebble on them or something. Just as you would in real life. Hey, you don't need to go outside ever again. If something gets, let's say Gracie got some brilliance put on her. We've got some markers in here. Oh, doesn't look like there's anything that really does brilliance. So let's just use this marker. And we can change the name. Brilliance. And it will turn up like that. Alternatively, it might be possible for you to write in descriptions of models so that Gracie's got brilliance. That could be a way of doing it. It's a bit less marker cluttery. You get the impression this simulator is so flexible, and if you're worried about models getting knocked around or like smashing into terrain and stuff, you can always lock things so they can't move. It really has got so much flexibility, guys. You can create all kinds of objects. Let's get rid of that. So there's lots of things that are pre-made, or you can custom build your own stuff. I, for example, have custom built a... Ooh, I haven't saved it. Haha! This is also the thing where you can get... well, you can save basically objects you've pre-generated. So here's my most recent saved object. And so I've got a deck that I created here, full of all the upgrades that I could ever want for the Resurrectionists. I think there are some handy dandy. I'm not for sure what you call, but like what they'd be called, but like a plugin that you basically go onto the Steam Workshop and subscribe to someone who's spent a lot of time doing all the work for you. And I think then there's like a way you can drag all the cards out in any kind of way you want. But yeah, I haven't got to that bit yet. So that's really all I've got to show you for Malifaux, guys. As you can see, there's pretty much nothing I found that you can't do yet. You can create big templates, or and specify them to being whatever you want. Really, honestly, I've been so impressed by this. You've got all kinds of options. You can set your permissions to to allow or disallow things. I don't even know what this is, but presumably when you make your own games, you can type in rules. I'd be tempted to make another card deck, or even have the schemes for the game up on these big boards so that you don't forget them. There's even a special button I can show you for if somebody decides to do this and pull out Nelly. You have actually been given a special button by the game developers to deal with that, and it's this button here. Yep. That is unbelievably satisfying. Pretty certain that is never getting old. Okay, so that's been Malifaux. Let's just show you some Guild Ball. What would be the best one? Maybe this one. So this is a file I've set up specifically to play one of my friends who plays not Resurrectionists, Morticians, and I play Hunters. So we are pretty much set up to plug and play here. We've got our pitch with the ball and our little goals. I think if I unlock the pitch, I can even flip it, and we can get another board. I like the green map though better. Lock it again. And yeah, so for those of you that play Guild Ball, you've got little models, cards, influence, and little dice to count HP. Let's say I want to choose Scarther. I can just put them up here. Let's put Scarther on the board. Just going to start there. Little tokens for all the conditions that you might get. So let's give Scarther Last Light. There it is. And someone has kindly, I don't like that angle. Someone has kindly passed her the ball. And there's even an option to link things together. And so now Scarther can run around with these various tokens all stuck to her and all nice. And if she, say, wants to pass the ball away, then I think that should have meant the ball... Oh dear. Oh, the ball was attached to the other thing, wasn't it? So let's just click on the ball. And now the ball can just pass off. It's so simple, so quick. You might have noticed these little boxes where they can help you score your momentum. Here's some victory point scoring. The same for your opponent. Again, all the little bags with all the different models in them, the terrain, all the Guild Ball markers and reference cards. Yeah, some various rules. It's just great, guys. Dice rolling mechanic. I showed you the cards. Let's pick up some dice. Move that out of the way. Pick up some dice. Let's roll them. Oh, look at it, shaking them. And we can roll them over here, I guess. Boom. And then it will calculate what you've rolled, as you can see there. If you don't want to throw them absolutely everywhere, then there's just pressing R. We'll roll them nicely for you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty fantastic. Haven't really considered what you can do with those yet, but there might be a better way. Maybe you can make them go through the models, or maybe the shadow will show you where it can and can't be. Who knows? Who cares? This has been my Tabletop Simulator, Malifaux and Guild Ball session, and I hope you enjoyed that. Let's end on a table flip because damn, that's amazing.